What up, y'all? Back today. I want to talk about 9 signs that somebody in your life is not good for you, that you need to walk away. All right. So the first sign is like almost right away from meeting them, you're starting to date them, and there's no peace in the relationship. It's already tumultuous. It's already getting hot and cold, where you gotta start watching what you say because you feel like you're gonna offend them. Okay. Listen, guys, this is the time where you want to kind of spend a few moments and take your time and really focus on this individual. Study them, because a lot of times, like, toxic people want to study you because they want to abuse you, but manipulate you. But in the case of you want to be studying them so that you can protect yourself and get into a good relationship that's fruitful. So number 2 is if you're in a toxic relationship with somebody, where you'll start seeing that your life will start going downhill. Your blessings, you're going to start seeing, like, if you go to the gym and you've been doing well, that's going to start like slowing down. Or if you got hobbies, you're going to quit hobbies, and they're going to kind of take you away from that, out of that aspect. If you're, working extra, or you're doing like a second hustle, to make a more income, starting a new business or something, it's gonna fall back, because in a toxic relationship, the toxic individual is the one that's gonna take over everything. They're going to be your number one focus. They always have to be that. And even when they're not around, you're going to be ruminating and thinking about them, right? Because that's how they leave you. And so, and a lot of it is because a lot of times, well, not only they manipulating you, but like your instincts are telling you this, and you're also like not getting to know them. If you understand, like, for instance, in a narcissistic relationship, do you ever think about how much you really actually knew that individual? And when you think about it, it's like, what did you like about that individual? A lot of times it's hard for you to think about, those types of things and give somebody real clear-cut answers, because they're always running you around in circles, and they don't give you a whole lot of information, and they're very surface. They're hollow. They don't, not having empathy is a big deal in a situation with a relationship. It's everything. But you'll start seeing it in different aspects, and from conversation to love to affection, and the way they treat you and care about you. Number 3, you'll start seeing or dealing with confusion, pain, suffering, lack of oneself. You might have came into this relationship and you knew who you were confident in yourself, and you had a regimen. I wake up, go to work, I work Monday through Friday, or I work 3 days a week and I have 4 off, or whatever. I have these hobbies, or I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, take the weekends off. I might do a jog on a weekend. You have certain things you do. I might go to the mountains or something, go hiking or something, whatever. But you have some, cookie cutter things that you do throughout the week that typically you like to do, and you kind of formed some sort of a regimen in your life, and that regimen is going to be all off. It's going to be going backwards, because you're going to be focusing on this toxic person, whether you're in their midst or not, and they always bring control to the relationship. So beware. Next is number 4 would be like when you want to leave the relationship, because you're starting to understand that, man, this is not for me. Especially early on, if you can catch some of these things and you know who you are, you might have had some deficits in your life that the narcissist picked up on, and that's why you got caught up with them. But sometimes early on you can see some red flags and see some ways that you're going down the wrong road, and you're like, I'm not liking this individual. They'll move you back, man, because you're still unawake to this. But you could almost like push them away. You could cuss them out and they'll still come back, because they gotta have you, and it's part of the disorder, right? So next is that the individual. Number 5 would be like the individual, like doesn't make you honorable anymore. Like, you know, you're always trying to perfect yourself, do better, treat people better, you know, act better in every situation, right? Just be the best version of yourself. And this individual is not doing that anymore. They making you you might be, if you drink a little bit, you know, every now and then, you might be drinking like a lot more. If you work out, you won't be working out. You might be eating the wrong food. You might be, you know, lounging too much because you're fatigued and you can't read, you know, or study up on materials because, you know, you're fogged up, man, from that narcissistic fog. You might be feeling achy and just withering, man, because, you know, this person's almost bringing you to your knees, you know, even, you know, socially, personally, spiritually, health-wise. And so it ends up hitting all aspects of your life. So the next thing is number 6 is they drain your energy. You know, that's why they call these people energy vampires for a reason, because they haven't dealt with their shame, their imperfections. So and to make matters much worse, they actually are on the opposite side of the spectrum. They're actually abusive in a sadistic way a lot of times, or in a way that you know, gives them enjoyment or happiness, and they don't know how to apologize or, you know, to be genuine. We're genuine, you know, we want to be our best genuine self. That's part of being, you know, authentic, or as much authentic as we can be, right? And walk in truth, right? And they're the opposite. They're trying to perfect lies, manipulations, so they could be better at their next scheme. And that's like, you're actually asking to be worse. You're practicing to be worse, more manipulative. So they're going in the wrong direction, you know? And but at the same time, they're draining your energy because you're always spinning in a circle. You're actually imploding. You're fighting yourself. You're questioning yourself. You're being gaslit. You're getting blame shifted on. You're becoming real emotional. You know, so the cognitive dissonance, all the stuff, right? You know, you're starting to get delusional like these people, and you know, you're being isolated, you know, and all these manipulations that they put into place. So you know, energy vampires, they got to get your energy because they can't self-soothe emotionally. Next is you know, they're comfortable being in their negative self, their self, you know, like I said, they're practicing being more manipulative and schemers. You know, I always say they're known for being miserable and slick, because those things I've always heard with these individuals. They even will tell you themselves. But yeah, so they're comfortable living like that. It's like they don't want to change. So, and that's the thing with the narcissist, is like, you know, the first thing when you find out about this stuff and you start, you know, studying and learning a little bit about the pathology, the etiology, you start asking the question of, can they have a healthy relationship? Is there a fix for this? You know, and we all know that almost emphatically no, right? Number 8, they're lovers of themselves. The 8th sign that you're in a toxic relationship, or in a relationship that's not good for you, it's not healthy for you, it doesn't serve you, is they're lovers of themselves, man. They do not care about you. Every topic of conversation is going to be related to them, either boosting them up, or their vulnerability, or how they were a hero, you know. And so those are kind of the topics of discussion. And half the time, who knows if that's even true? It's probably a complete lie too, because they say every time their mouth is moving, they're telling lies. The people of the lie. The ninth and final sign is they avoid accountability and responsibility. So again, being they're lovers of themselves, they look at themselves as a representative of some sort of God, some sort of special individual in this world, to where we're just, I don't know, I guess they're livestock or something. But they're never accountable for the things that they do wrong. They can't do wrong, they can't apologize, and so they don't even go down that road, you know. And if they do give you an apology, it's a faux apology. It's a fugazi. Anyway, so those are the 9 signs, okay? No peace. 1, 2, life continues to go downward. 3, confusion. 4, they won't let you get out. It's like you stuck, you under like a damn cult or something. They lead you down. 5 is they lead you down a derogatory pathway that doesn't make you your best self, but your worst. They drain your energy. They're comfortable living this way. 8 is lovers of themselves, and 9 is no accountability, no responsibility. It's all about them, and they're perfect. You're the problem. So, leave. Find the door, slam it, and get out. Remember that movie, Get Out? Get out. Peace out. Love you all so much. Bye.